Scorpio North Node lesson. And I'm learning this. And I said this before to myself many years ago, and that's this pyrite uh, ring with copper. I suggest every Aries get it, or every Scorpio get it. Mars creature get it. Leo get it as well. Leo, Aries, Mars. No, Leo, Scorpio, Aries get it, right? Pinky, the energy on different fingers do really evoke different things. This is Mercury. This is Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars. And this is Mercury mental. And I'm realizing it does affect how I think. I realized this. And I'm about to actually, as we speak, I just got a notification for a pyrite ring that's most likely gonna lay on my pinky finger, and this is always gonna lay my other pinky finger, right? And sometimes switch between pinky and Saturn, right? Here's something I learned. You have to change power dynamics. So if you got a job, you got to put yourself in a different power position. It's not about the money at first. Money is very valuable and important, but it's not about the money. It's the power. So what I mean by that is this. You must develop a skill where you don't need the job. You must develop a skill quickly that can match your income to change the power dynamic for your job. You don't need it no more. You have matched it, and if not, close to superseding it. And I would say get there as fast as possible so your perspective changes. Like Kevin Gates says, perspective changes things. So when you and I just like cat it down what I want to share with you. Like if you sometimes feel uncomfortable at home, wear a copper ring on your pinky finger to have certain chakra and energy flow to clear your mind, right? I learned this. I will say this. You have to get to a place when it's not just money, you want control. Because just because you make money does not mean you have control. It took me a minute to understand that. Just because you make money does not mean you have control of, let me finish that statement, of fate. You want to get into position where you control fate. And you're secretly in control. And it doesn't matter what happens to your job because your fate is in your hands, not in theirs. So the first step is changing the power dynamics. And when you're rising to power, you must not say anything. When you have status and it's unknown, very few must hear it. Because true power is silent. True power is secretive. True power is unknown. Something that I'm learning over my young years. True power is unknown to most. And when the masses do know, it's on purpose and it's too late. And all perception is controlled. All perspective is he said, she said. And it doesn't fucking matter what you think at that point because you're in control. Change the power dynamic to where you're in such power where let's say going to your job, you're just making it practical, it don't make sense no more. So that's why you must be obsessed. Because power doesn't come without obsession. Power does not come without obsession. And anybody who tells you that you shouldn't be obsessed with your goals and your dreams and your visions is wrong. Anybody who tells you obsession breeds lack is wrong. I would say obsession without detachment can lead to destruction. Not failure, but destruction, because you're doing too much at any cost. Because there's certain lines you don't want to cross. You want to have let me not cross this line. I'm up there, but let me calm the fuck down. Change the power dynamic. And you have to write down in a handy dandy notepad what does the position of you being in power look like. And you must obsess with obtaining it. Now, let me say this last point. Obsession without money is incomplete. Because money gives you the keys to the free world. Money gives you Money gives you the keys to the physical world. But again, it's a double-edged sword. Just because you make money does not mean you're in power. Just because you make money does not mean you're in power. Meaning, when I say in power, I mean you control fate. You control destiny. You control who's in position. That doesn't mean you have the power. You are in power to do that. But money without power, power without money is incomplete. Power without money is incomplete. Because you need money to make things in the physical world move. You need money to make things in the physical world move. Ashe.